In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 21st, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Miami Heat versus Philadelphia 76ers. The Miami Heat will be going for their 3rd consecutive win when they face the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. The Heat are coming off a 120-108 win over Oklahoma City as 14.5 points favorites. The 76ers dropped a 93-88 decision at home against Toronto. Miami is 6-4 in its last 10 games against Philadelphia. Looking at the betting trends, the Heat are 7-0-1 against the spread in their last 8 road games, 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The 76ers are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games playing on 0 days rest, 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team above .600, and 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings overall, and the Heat are 6-2-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings overall. The Heat are going to be shorthanded in this one, as Victor Oladipo and Gabe Vincent are both out, while Caleb Martin and Jimmy Butler are both listed as questionable. The 76ers are coming into this game just about at full strength, and they were on a nice run before getting stopped by the Raptors last night. You can make an argument for either side here, but with the Heat a little banged up, I'm leaning towards the 76ers to bounce back with a narrow win at home, so the Philadelphia 76ers money line is our full game side pick. The Heat are averaging 109 points per game and 109 points per game on the road. They averaged 99 points per game in their last 3 games against the 76ers, with Philadelphia giving up 107 points per game at home. The Heat will be held under their average in this game. The 76ers are averaging 109 points per game and 109 points per game at home. They averaged 96 points per game in their last 3 games against the Heat, with Miami giving up 105 points per game on the road. The 76ers won't score enough points to push the score over the total. The 76ers and Heat played under the total in their last 4 meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz versus Brooklyn Nets. Utah will try to extend its 3-game winning streak when it travels to Brooklyn for a showdown on Monday night. The Jazz are coming off a 108-93 win at New York on Sunday night. Brooklyn has won 5 of its last 6 games, including a 128-123 win over Portland on Friday. The Brooklyn Nets will be without Kyrie, obviously, but they're the healthier team overall and have the rest advantage at home. The Utah Jazz are dealing with a bunch of injuries right now, and they're on the end of a back-to-back. The Nets are winning their last 5 games by an average of 15 points while shooting 54.6% from the field. The Jazz have had no recent covering success on the road. Utah will be at a big disadvantage, as the Jazz will be playing their 2nd game in as many nights after facing the New York Knicks on Sunday. Utah has failed to cover the number in each of its last 5 on the road. Brooklyn has covered the nut in 5 of its last 6 overall. Brooklyn is scoring an average of 112 points per game and has the 4th best shooting percentage at 47.3%. Nickel Alexander-Walker is averaging 14 points on 45% shooting in his last 2 games after scoring 9 points in his first 7 games with Utah. They needed him while Donovan Mitchell and Bojan Bogdanovic missed their last game with various nagging injuries. But Mitchell returned to pour in 36 versus the Knicks, so he should be good to go against Brooklyn. Utah is fighting to lock up the 4th seed in the West, and they need wins like this against a Nets team missing Kyrie Irving due to New York's vaccination policy. Utah is 14-5 in their last 19 games, and Rudy Gobert should dominate a lackluster Nets front line, so the Brooklyn Nets money line is our full game side pick. The Nets and Jazz rank in the middle of the pack respectively when it comes to pace. Utah will be on the 2nd leg of a back-to-back after facing off against the Knicks on Sunday, so expect them to potentially sit Mike Conley or another one of their aging role players. This by no means will be a defensive slugfest, but the number is far too inflated to trust the over here. The total number has gone under in 13 of Utah's last 19 games and 6 of their last 7 games facing Eastern Conference foes. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Raptors versus Chicago Bulls. The Toronto Raptors head to Chicago to play the Bulls on Monday in the second half of a back-to-back. Toronto defeated Philadelphia 93-88 in Philadelphia on Sunday night. Chicago is coming off a 129-102 loss to the Phoenix Suns. The Chicago Bulls are averaging 112 points on 48.1% shooting and allowing 111.2 points on 46.9% shooting. The Chicago Bulls are shooting 37.2% from beyond the arc and 81.6% from the free throw line. The Chicago Bulls are allowing 36.5% shooting from deep and are grabbing 42.8 rebounds per game. The Toronto Raptors are averaging 109 points on 44.4% shooting and allowing 107 points on 46.3% shooting. The Toronto Raptors are shooting 35.2% from beyond the arc and 75.3% from the free throw line. The Toronto Raptors are allowing 35.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 45.2 rebounds per game. The Raptors are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Bulls are 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 home games and 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The under is 7-3 in Raptors' last 10 overall. The under is 6-1 in Bulls' last 7 overall. The Raptors are 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings in Chicago and 8-21 against the spread in the last 29 meetings. Even though Chicago has struggled as of late, they will be the more rested team and are finally back at home where they have been terrific this season. Toronto, meanwhile, had a game against Philadelphia and had to fly to Chicago after the game. The Bulls, at home this season, are 23-12 against the spread, which is the best in the NBA. As well, they are shooting 113.4 ppg. And they can use Vucevic down low to take advantage of the lack of true center the Raptors have. The Chicago Bulls are a tough team to get behind these days, but it does feel like they're due for a breakout performance. And they do have the rest advantage here at home. The Toronto Raptors have been hit or miss for much of the season, and they are in a bit of a letdown spot after last night's win over the 76ers. Even with the recent struggles, the Bulls still win at home by an average of 4 points and win in the favorite role by an average of 5 points. Take the better team and the team that plays well at home and will be rested in Chicago on Monday night. The Chicago Bulls to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Raptors will be tired and have been a slow-paced team, while Chicago doesn't play at a fast pace either. Toronto plays at a pace of 98.8, which ranks 24th in the NBA, while the Bulls only play at a pace of 100.8, which ranks 13th. This season, the Raptors are 34-26 in hitting the under, but on the road, they are 20-17. Chicago, meanwhile, is 34-34-2, and in their last 5 games, they have hit over 225 in just 2 of them, and over that stretch, they averaged 219 ppg. Toronto, meanwhile, 228 points, but 1 game went overtime. So if you take the overtime out, that drops to 224 points. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.